It is time now for the PHL 11 o'clock news for this Thursday, March 5th, 2015. Good evening, everybody, and Peter Wiggins here at your 11 o'clock news today. There at top 3 here at 11 o'clock here on this Thursday night. Here is Harrison Ford. The film icon was left seriously injured after his plane crashed under a golf course Thursday, but fortunate in making a fairly safe landing, a firefighter tells a source. For passengers flying to the LaGuardia Airport, the majestic New York City skyline cannot help but command attention. But for pilots, especially pilots landed on planes on runway 13, it's the flesh of bay that looms largest. Delta Flight 1086 from Atlanta to LaGuardia avoids disaster skids off a runway at LaGuardia Airport. Jody area skirts death penalty after 11-1 hung jury. Some jurors upset in the holdout. In Seoul, South Korean police said on Friday that they're investigating possible links between the knife attack on the U.S. ambassador to Seoul and the assailant's frequent visits to North Korea, as they also sought to charge him with attempted murder. In Nawaja, Iraq, along the green irrigated plants in the heart of what the American occupied troops used to call the Sunny Triangle, lampposts and watchtowers are flying in the flags of the banner organization of Shiat Batil, long hated and feared by many Iraqis. The terror group ISIS bulldozed the ancient Nimrod agricultural site near the northern Iraqi city of Mosul on Thursday using heavy military vehicles, the government said. The military chief of the Syria's al-Nusra Front militant group has been killed in an airstrike. The group has said. The jihadist group says on social media that 3 other leaders were killed along with Abu Huram el-Shami. While water experts and environmental activists are widely praising Israel's decision, many argue that an increase is simply not enough. A late winter storm blanketed the northeast on Thursday after zipping across much of the south, leaving hundreds of drivers and the passengers stranded on highways in Kentucky and dozens without power in West Virginia. In Ferguson, Missouri, when Mayor James Knowles III announced Wednesday that 1 official had been fired and 2 others were in an investigation in connection with racist emails, he said that the behavior in no way represented the city. Investigators say that it appears that the driver of a large box truck fell asleep before the truck crossed the central line of the rural Central Washington Highway, collided with a car and a school bus. In Washington, a growing controversy over the Democrat Hillary Clinton's use of a personal email for the work while she was the U.S. Secretary of State. Federal Reserve Board Governor Daniel Jabal has currently wrestled control of the big bank oversight from the New York Fed that moved by D.C. has a clear black eye for the New York Fed the first month, equal when it comes to regional Fed banks that are traditional. The exodus continues at The Daily Show, with TBS announcing Thursday that it's given a long-time correspondent Samantha Bee her own topical comedy show. Mike Calvert, Deputy Director at the NOAA's Climate Prediction Center, said they first saw signs that El Nino might develop in March of 2014. It's ground on date in the cosmos in the 1993 Bill Murray movie. A weatherman finds himself reliving the same day over and over again. Astronomers watch a supernova and see reruns. Turns out killer whales mirror their grandmas too. After observing 1 or 2 killer whales in a while, British researchers have determined that female killer whales have become key leaders of the ponds only after they age out of the fertility report, a study published. Mr. Storm Planet Series gets ready for the spotlight. Library releases last Ebola patient countdown to begin declared Ebola free. In New York, health officials said that suicide rates for the girls and young women continue to rise at a pace far faster than for the young males. Okay, take a look at New England's alerts here at 11:04. In Boston, Massachusetts, ACW, box 1823, 944, Dorchester Avenue, E21 has smoke showing. In Brockton, Massachusetts, ACW, 383, Chatham West Drive, companies on scene with heavy smoke showing. Peter Chell News Time, 11:04, and it's time now for a travel report on this late Thursday night here. Mass packed to the westbound side, a little slow around Low Airport before you go on the Ted Williams Tunnel here. And down in the Cape, Route 25 on the eastbound side. Slow from Route 620 in Wareham down to Buzzards Bay. 25 slow both Ends from Wareham to the Buzzard Bay. Route 20 on the southbound side. Slow from the Bourne rotary all the way out to Falmouth. Here around Conway Avenue near Cape Edwards here. Route 6 on the westbound side. Slow going from Orleans all the way out to Sagamore here due to an accident on Route 6 to the westbound side. On exit 8 near the Union Street interchange, so expect some delays here. Route 6 to the eastbound side, a little slower on West Barnstable here. 195 and the northbound side, a little slow from 195 at Wareham all the way out to Route 20 in Middlebury here. 195 a little slow around the Mount Poiset stretch, so expect some delays here. 93. A little slow down for Somerville, but otherwise a smooth sailing commute here on this Thursday night here. And in an Amtrak Excel train headed to Boston lost power in Connecticut and was stuck on the track for hours, officials said. And take a look at the MBTA. Looking good from there. Peter Chelanusan is now 11:06 on this late Thursday night. 10.5 hour weather report. Our current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 11:06 p.m. 20 degrees on temperature with first gas. Humidity 65%. Wind speed north about 6 miles per hour. Barometer 3.27 inches. Dew about 10 degrees. Visibility 10 miles. The wind chill about 12 degrees above zero. Okay, current conditions around the region here. It is 20 degrees out of Boston. 19 in Fitchburg, Bedford, and Beverly and Gloucester. 18 in Haverhill. 17 in Worcester. 19 in Sturbridge and Webster. 21 in Milford. 21 in Norwood. 21 in Taunton. 21 in New Bedford. It's 19 in Falmouth, 21 in Chatham, 23 in Provincetown, 23 in Plymouth, 22 in Martha's Vineyard and Nantucket, 24 in Cape Cod Bay, 25 in Buckhorn, 22 in Westerly, 23 in Providence, 19 in Smithfield, 23 in New York City, 22 in Islip, 25 in Montauk, 21 in Bridgeport, 20 in New Haven, it's 19 in Denver, 18 in Waterbury, 21 in Meriden, 22 in Hartford and Windsor, 20 in Springfield, it's 29 in Greenfield, 17 in Nassau, Massachusetts, 14 in North Ayers, Massachusetts, 11 in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, 14 in Albany, New York. It's 11 in Saratoga Springs, 3 above in Rutland, Vermont. It's 12 above in Bennington, Vermont, 11 in Bradford, Vermont, 18 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 16 in Keene, New Hampshire, 14 in Jefferson, New Hampshire, 10 in Laconia, New Hampshire, 14 in Concord, New Hampshire, 15 in Manchester, New Hampshire, 18 in Nashville, New Hampshire, 19 in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and 70 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here. Okay, take a look at your surface map. Here around the country shows warm stationary front from central Nebraska, stretching in eastern Dakotas up into Manitoba. We got a stationary front down for central Mexico, merged with a cold front from eastern Mexico, down for Gulf Mexico, down from central Florida, up the Atlantic seaboard here. We get another photobody from eastern Ontario, up in the northwestern Quebec, and another photobody from eastern Tennessee, down for South Carolina here. Another photobody from south central Alberta, down for northwestern portions of Montana. Another photobody from north central New Mexico, down for east central Colorado, down for western Kansas, down for southwestern Nebraska, and a front of mine down for the California coastline here. And we got high pressure in southwestern British Columbia, western Wyoming, western Colorado, east central Texas, and southeastern Illinois. We got low pressure in north central Oregon and up the South Carolina coastline here. It is 11 degrees in Minneapolis, St. Paul, and Detroit, Michigan here. 9 above in Chicago, Illinois, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 26 in Washington, D.C. 32 in Atlanta, Georgia, 75 in Miami, Florida, 50 in Brownsville, Texas, 33 in Dallas, Texas, 22 in Kansas City, Missouri, 25 in Omaha, Nebraska, 37 in Great Falls, Montana, 50 in Seattle, 61 in San Francisco, 63 out in Los Angeles, 57 in Las Vegas, Nevada, it's 41 in Salt Lake City, Utah, 27 in Denver, Colorado, 66 in Phoenix, Arizona, and 46 out in Albuquerque, New Mexico. Here. And take a look at our radar situation here. It shows some snow showers in the middle and outer Cape Mountains from Yarmouth up in the east Salmon down, coming to much of Nantucket and coming to much of Martha's Vineyard here, and off the Woods Hole. And it shows a line of snow showers hugging the Long Island coastline hugging up the Jersey Shore here. And a line of snow showers in the eastern tip of Virginia down to eastern coast of Virginia and off the southeastern coast of Maryland there. And a line of rain showers off the Virginia coastline and down to the eastern Carolinas, coastal Carolinas, and off the coastal Georgia and off the northeastern Florida, southeast of Jacksonville, and some spotty rain showers off the Florida Gulf Coast, and a line of rain showers off the southeastern Texas Gulf Coast and stretching it out for southeastern Louisiana air. Some spotty snow showers at the southeastern Kentucky and that for west central Virginia and that for west central portions of West Virginia air. And some spotty snow showers at extreme northwestern Minnesota and that for extreme northeastern portions of North Dakota air. And some spotty snow showers at southwestern Ontario, southeastern portions of Manitoba, and some snow and sleet around east central portions of British Columbia, some spotty rain showers on the northwestern portions of Alberta, and some spotty rain showers at southern and southwestern portions of British Columbia here, and some snow showers, rain showers at south central portions of Alaska here. Alright, let's take a look at a satellite loop here, and it shows a lot of clouds going to much of Mexico, stretching the Gulf States, and up the Atlantic seaboard and around the Canadian Maritimes. And Apache clouds coming to much of Great Lakes, and up to Ontario and coming to much of Quebec. And a spotty clouds from western Colorado, stretching it up in the Northern Rockies and Pacific Northwest, and coming to much of British Columbia and around Alberta and down for western Saskatchewan. And spotty clouds from south central Kansas here. Alright, let's take a look at our forecast discussion around the country here on this Thursday night here. Heavy snow for northern parts of the Atlantic States. Rain and freezing rain for the southern Atlantic States, and temperatures be 10 to 30 degrees below average from the southern plains and the northeast here. And Arctic air continues to surge southward beyond the cold front, sweeping across the southeast United States with ample moisture streaming northern from the Gulf of Mexico. Heavy snow expected across the northern Atlantic States, where sub-freezing temperatures have settled in all levels as shallow cold air filling in the southern Atlantic could change rain and sleet. Further south, abundant convective precipitation and a spring-like air mass added the cold front brought a brief period of heavy rain in South Carolina and Florida. In the lower Mississippi Valley and southern Appalachians, the precipitation ended as light freezing rain and sleet. As the cold front exited the east coast, the southern portion of the beach slowed to push through Florida as light showers were possible throughout the period, especially along the Atlantic coast of Florida, as colder will settle in across much of the eastern United States with high temperatures up to 30 degrees below normal possible in some places here. And with high pressure locked in across western and southern United States, a series of shortwave troughs will slide across southern Canada and the Great Lakes over the next few days, and warmer infection in the central and northern plains will lead to above normal temperatures throughout the period, and some light snow showers are possible again in the northern plains and the northern Great Lakes late Friday into Saturday here. Alright, let's take a look at forecast discussion around the region here, and it shows Arctic high. Pressure will build in the New England overnight on Friday. The high moves south of New England this weekend along temperatures to moderate. The 2-week front may bring a period of snow showers and flurries the first Saturday night and again Sunday night and Monday morning. Next week, mainly dry weather prevails along with some temperatures warmer than their normal levels here. And winter storm warning expected at 10 p.m. as back edge of the storm will be offshore within the next hour or so. So we allow the winter storm warnings expected at 10 p.m. as radar shows look like another patch of light snow along the south coast, but not at all. This is left as significant drying as taking place at low levels, but we can rule out a few flurries until this heads offshore around midnight. Drivers should still be alert for icy roads near the south coast like Cape Cod and Islands at 5 morning commute Thursday. Up Main story overnight will be bitterly cold temperatures, and clear will work its way northwest and southeast across the region overnight as back edge of cloud shield heads offshore and clear skies. Light winds and deep snowpack will allow overnight lows to drop to between 0 and 5 above, 0 to 5 below across the interior and 550 closer to the coast. And take a look at what it does here. Sandwich, Massachusetts at 12 inches. Barnesville, Massachusetts at 12 inches. Dennisport at 12 inches. Boston Mills at 11 inches. And New Bedford at 11 inches. Top 5 snow seasons. Number 1, 1995-1996. The city of Boston, 107.6 inches. Number 2, 2014-2015 at 105.7 inches here. And tomorrow's night, I'm expecting 21 to 27 degrees here. Alright, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast goes like this. While you're sleeping in overnight hours tonight, most of the clouds skies are gradually becoming clear skies with a low around 4 above, north wind about 6 miles per hour. For Friday, sunny skies high about 21 degrees, wind chill values as low as 3 below, north wind about 5 miles covered in the border here. For Friday night, increased skies with low around 9 degrees, light southwest wind. For Saturday, most of the skies high about 32 degrees, southwest wind about 3 to 7 miles per hour. For Saturday night, most of the skies low about 21 degrees, southwest wind about 3 to 5 miles per hour. For Sunday, most southern part clouds sky about 38, low about 23 degrees. Monday, most sunny, mostly clear sky high about 41, low about 23 degrees. For Tuesday, southern part clouds sky high about 41, low about 27 degrees. For Wednesday, most sunny skies, part clouds sky about 45, low about 29 degrees. For Thursday, most sunny sky about 45 degrees. Wednesday and Thursday, I will not be surprised. A few spots could break the 50-degree mark. That will be something come Wednesday and Thursday. Peter's weather phrase of the night. A frigid Friday and moderating temperatures begin Saturday. Peter will have a good night with a good positive. I'll be looking forward to see you tomorrow morning with a morning report. Good night and see you tomorrow morning.